Hello, happy Tuesday. Hey, it's Lily and Plushy Lover and Flugly, and I'm sure there's other people here. How are you guys doing? Are you still? You were first! Hooray! I do love you. I love you all. You're all great. But you were here first, so I love you specifically. What's going on? My cat has picked a very unfortunate spot in the way. I have to move. Oh, you're very cute and fluffy. I wish I had a webcam right now so you guys could all. Oh, and also, Plushy Lover, thank you for the 2 months in a row. Thank you. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes the stream is like, hey, you remember how you were hosting somebody? Why don't you keep doing that? You guys are some cool peeps. Also, Photoshop. Why are you like this? Hey, neat, you got over 5,000 views. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I didn't even notice. Photoshop, would you like to actually, like, load all the way? That'd be cool. I'd appreciate it. Okay. So we're gonna work on some moodles. So let's start with the Skutal. Let's start up there. Hey, Briar, what's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Get my main streamer to come here. Aww. Well, I'm glad you like me. Oh, thank the gods. What's up, Haya? He permabanned me for no reason? Why? You drew eggs for me when no one else would. What's up, pretty? You were trapped in yesterday? I was trying to tell you it was Tuesday. Hell if I go. Got no reason, no warning. I was trapped in yesterday. I was trying to tell you it was Tuesday. Yesterday's stream was playing instead of this? That's weird. I'm trapped in class today because of rain. Intense, angry rain. That sucks. We were supposed to have rain today, and then we didn't really have rain. It was interesting. Wait, do you mean that it was literally playing the wrong stream, or did you mean that you thought it was the wrong day? Because Twitch was doing something weird to Plushy, too, to Kuro. Today was crazy. I mean, major drama in a server I mod. Wonder what will happen. Oh, no. Oh, it was just literally the wrong stream? Weird. Apparently Twitch is having an issue today. I don't know. You were talking, saying it was Monday, and I was like, it's Tuesday. Yeah, earlier, I think it was Kuro couldn't, and by earlier, I mean like 3 minutes ago, Kuro thought it was still hosting Fev's stream for some reason. Like, it didn't unhost her stream. All you had to do was refresh the page, but still, that's kind of a weird thing to happen. I'm dying today. It's so hot. My room was hot, and I couldn't sleep. That sucks. I don't know what kind of air conditioner you have at your dorm. But if you don't got air conditioner, I can understand that. Ignore my terrified Discord messages. Oh, no. Second time it's done that. That's weird. I don't know, you guys. I do not know. I am just a one-lottle. Yeah. Your room is just, the main room was warm but not unbearable. The hallway was nice and cool. Your room's just messed up. Oh. Yeah. I had the opposite problem today. It was really nice today because it rained yesterday, so instead of it being 90, like 3 degrees, it was like 80 something. It was so nice. Because it was warm, you know, it was hot, but it wasn't like my face is literally gonna melt off my body. Sounds like your room doesn't have very good insulation, Briar. Your house's AC died. That sucks. I'm pretty sure in the UK, like, some people don't even have air conditioning. Which, to me, is just a strange and wild concept. Like, how could you just not have air conditioning? How do you live? I like me some hot, but, like, please. Can confirm, no air conditioning in my house. Smooth, pretty. Real smooth. I'm gonna need to take a page out of your handbook to talk to a girl I like. Real casual. That was very, very casual. We have a heater to heat it up, but not air conditioning. Never gets hot here, except like one day in June where we all collectively die. Yep. Tested's been giving me pointers, but also most of Tested's responses are to say something vaguely sexual. I'm like, have you met me? I am an awkward turkey, and you should probably, you know, give me something easier and more vague. Thanks. Always say something sexual. Beautiful. I had several fans going, ice packs everywhere, and I just couldn't sleep because it was so hot. Yeah, that's like unbearably hot, yeah. I even read online you could do stuff like, I read you could do stuff like putting, ice in front of your fan and having the fan blow over the ice, but it just doesn't help. It's all the same thing. Lies are a poor basis for a relationship. Be yourself, Axie. You are a fantastic person. Yeah, it never helps, though, Briar. Always say something sexual or say something normal, but say it sexually. Oh, either of those. The issue isn't even lies. It's like, I literally have no idea. Probably giving a ton of it away. If you're watching, you're great. Like, I literally can't tell if she's into girls or not. And that's, like, the worst part of it. Like, I would ask her out in a heartbeat if I knew. Even if she said no. Like, I would still ask her out confidently if I just knew that one piece of information about her. It's, like, literally the only thing I don't know. It's like, please. Well, I like how I'm having two different top conversations here. Like, one of the conversations is, oh my god, I have a crush on a girl, what do I do? And the other one is, hey, how to cool down your bedroom because it's like 3 million degrees at your house. Lily's confused too. I'm confused. Everything's happening at once. Hey baby, watch me draw some thick noodle boys for a bunch of nerds. She would say no if she was, wasn't gay. I'd say no if a dude asked me out. You'll turn her gay, it'll be fine. Exactly, and that's the painful part, yep. Being a lesbian with no gaydar sucks. I can't tell you how many girls I've had, like, straight girls I've had crushes on in the last, like, 6 years. It's ridiculous. Turn her gay like fluoride in the water turned frogs, turning frogs gay? What? Is that actually a thing? Tested told me something about, said something to me about, he wants to just take us both, and he wants to just like, drain her blood out and replace it with gay blood. And I was like, he's like, wait, I think I skipped biology. I don't think that's how that works. It's definitely how that works. It's definitely caused by your blood. That's definitely what it is. Don't worry about it. Don't listen to your science teachers. It's not just a thing that happens. It's not mental. It's not physical. It's just, it's your blood. That's what it is. Don't worry about it. They put a truck to turn the freaking frogs gay. That's beautiful. According to Alex Jones, it's a thing. The two people who I ever had a crush on are A, getting married, didn't work out. Aw. That video's hilarious. He's so mad about it. Alex Jones is something else. It's a bit political, batshit political. Yeah, I've seen his stuff. He's a little off the wall. It's kind of funny, though. Oh yeah, turning the frogs gay. Yeah. Yeah, I won't get into the politics of his point of view, but his videos are really funny. Because he gets everything he talks about, he gets so into it. I need to find gay fluoride frog and feed it to her. There you go. I don't know if she's into frogs. So the moral of the story here is that I am an awkward squid. And... help. Why are feelings so hard? Fluoride frogs. Reminds me of the anti-gay commercial I saw implying that if gay marriage was legalized, the straights would have to divorce and marry the gays. I think I remember that. What a weird time. What the heck song is this? Super. You are fine and you will be fine. Aw, Haya believes me. Well, that confession of the fact that I have a crush on somebody is now immortalized in a video forever. So that's fun. Brielle's here for arts! Coincidentally, you're also here for me complaining about having a crush on somebody. So is feed her a gay frog. I think that's definitely how it works. I think you guys are right. I think we got it. I think that's how it works. I'll crush on you too, so it's fine. Aw. Then you twirl your pencil-thin mustache and throw in the white flag. Oh, if she's into frogs, come to work with a beret holding a baguette. What? That me. That lottle. Oh, apparently I have a fun voice. You guys like me for some reason. It's so hard to keep up the act of self-deprecating humor when you guys are so nice to me. Because, man, I love me some self-deprecating humor, but you are all too good and pure. Wait for me. Hey, what's going on? I saw you were in the Discord. What's going on? Welcome. First time here? Very exciting. We like it because you got cats with Waluigi faces on them and muscular sandwiches in a Baywatch pose. Yes. That's it. That's the one. The only sad thing was that the sandwich is gone and you couldn't place the emote while I was drawing it. Wish I could draw like you. It'd be so much easier to flesh out my race if I could draw shit. Positivity. Yeah, that one. That's the one. Hey, Nugget, what's going on? You go ahead and lurk and be quiet if you wish. Good going. How's everybody doing tonight? Like you're all doing pretty good. Pretty good. Car's still being a pain in the ass. That's happening, but you know, could be worse. They could not have a ride to work, and I could have had to have taken the last, like, 5 days off of work. So, yeah, no. Doing fractals. I'm gonna try fractals sometime. You're always doing them. I think I've done a fractal, like, once. Or, like, part of a fractal. Went on a walk all over my neighborhood for like a half hour, and now I'm making fish for dinner. We went for a nice walk in the park that's across the street from my work at lunch today. Me and the aforementioned lady friend. And we saw ducks in the park. And there were 2 males we saw a couple weeks ago, and they were just, like, hanging out together, and there were no females around, and it was really weird. And then, so we were like, oh, okay, maybe they're gay ducks. I don't know if ducks can be gay, but maybe that's what it is. And then today we saw the 2 male ducks again, but this time they had a lady friend with them. 3 of them were just hanging out, so poly gay ducks, I guess? Poly ducks? Sounds like a Pokemon. This job I really want says it requires experience, but I have none. Should I just say fuck it and apply anyway? Absolutely, you can. Just do it anyway. Use other things that are not jobs as experience. So, like, if you did any kind of if you've done any kind of charity work, put that down. Or if you've done any kind of, like, you know, stuff for a club at school or whatever, put that stuff in as job experience, because it'll show them that you have a willingness to learn whatever's necessary to take on responsibility. The jewelry store, I don't know anything about applying to jewelry stores, but I would try that. I would try it. Doesn't hurt to try. Worst case scenario, you get turned down, you know, and then you go apply for a different job. I feel like I'm doing this skeleton really badly. Sneezes so loud that the pepper that the roommate asks if I'm okay. Swans can be gay. That's true. Swans can be gay. Guess that's accurate. They do train jewelers in store, though. Yeah, there you go. So, putting down stuff like on your maybe not for job experience. Have a resume, even for like part-time retail type jobs, because it looks professional. It makes you look fancier. You make jewelry too. Well, there you go. You got some of that experience. Worst case scenario, yeah, they don't see how lovely you are, and we get you to ourselves. Yes. Oh, if they specify what kind of experience they want, maybe. I don't know. Why anyway? Can't hurt. No one ever applies anyway. Yeah, no, job searching is the worst. You spend so much time fussing over all the, you know, resumes and looking for the jobs and applying and filling out all the paperwork, and then nobody even replies to inquiry. So, like, boop, what's going on? It goes. It's going all right. How's it going, Ron? How's it going, Arenas? What up, my loddles? Yeah, what's up, Staxies? I'm applying for literally anything. Sometimes that's what you gotta do. That's how I ended up at Toys R Us. And now Toys R Us is dead, so I ended up just checking in and see what the buzz is. Well, we are working on a skeleton for the Veias. Got a whole bunch of bones to draw, and I'm gonna get real sick of drawing ribs. I'll give a full-time job that sustains me, but not a good one. Yeah. My roommate's boyfriend trying to brew his own beer and the house smells like someone's baking Cheez-Its. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, no, job searching's the worst. I'm really lucky that I have a job now. And it could be a lot worse than I don't have enough time left in the term to get something here. I'm working over the summer and then going back to fucking every employer in the area when I get back. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Ron. Means a lot coming from you. Like the world-building king over there. I'm just doing the most. I'm gonna get really tired of drawing these for a while. A bunch of wildlife jobs are opening up this Thursday. Going to be applying like mad. Yeah, do it. Get that job. Get them jobs. We had a whole bunch of people in today to interview at my job. Which is weird because we haven't made a profit at this company in a while, I think. So I don't know why we're suddenly hiring people, even though we haven't sold anything. I don't understand. But, fine. Honestly, I just want somebody to pawn all this work off onto because there's so much going on for hands. Everyone's complaining about it because there's no, like, financial need to do it, but goddamn. I feel like I'm dying. Hey, one lazy wolf! Welcome to the chat! First time watching, well, welcome. I'll zoom out so you guys can see what I'm working on. Got snakes. Murder snakes. Or murder noodles, as I like to call them. Yeah. Bones made of standard calcium or something more, are they solid? So definitely solid, I would say. They got big ol' thick sturdy bones so that they can beat the shit out of each other without, like, damaging anything too badly. That's basically Veias in a nutshell, is just them beating the absolute Christ out of each other. As far as something else, I don't know. I hadn't really thought about it. I hadn't really thought that deep into it. I don't frequently think that far into it, but it's fun to think about. The good murder noodles. Oh, it's amazing. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Wolf. Are you an artist also, Wolf, or are you just stopping by? If anybody in the chat is an artist and has not yet shared their art with the channel, you are more than welcome to post in the chat. I like seeing other people's work. I won't show it on screen just because I have the chat open on another computer, but look at it. You are an art. You even sometimes do an art. You are an art. You are. Very good. Very good, nugget art. Just stopping by? Hey, well, you enjoy yourself. I hope you enjoy hanging out with us for a little bit. Oh, luckily, my fall term looks pretty relaxed, so I won't work late nights, hopefully. Yeah, that's good. I'm boiling corn to go with my fish, and I had to use a small pot I used for potatoes. I forgot it was dirty. It smells like alcohol and vinegar. That's weird. I wonder why it smells like alcohol and vinegar. Do you put sugar in the water for your, corn? I love corn on the cob. I've gotten really good at corn on the cob, too. Oh, rotten potatoes. That makes sense. Ew. I have an axolotl named Olive Oil before Olive Oil. And before Olive Oil I had two, and their names were Muffin and Cupcake. That's beautiful. Never use salt for corn. Also, to end that thought real quick. Sorry, I went right off axolotls. I was like, oh look, oh, corn. Yeah, use, when you do corn, use sugar instead of salt. The salt, makes the corn get all wrinkly. The sugar, just makes it sweet. The salt can sometimes, make the corn really wrinkly and make it shrink up. That was what my grandma taught me. The best, you can use, it's not like it's gonna, like, kill your corn and it's not gonna be good. But, for corn it's good to use sugar and a little bit of lemon juice, actually. What if you're like me and you don't want sweet corn? Well, then I guess salt's fine. Why would you not want sweet corn? Sweet corn's amazing. Not judging. Just... Yeah, you are an official Staxie. Do you have pictures of your axolotls? I want to see them. Oh, and you guys can ask for pictures of Steve now. I forgot to tell you that. I put lemon pepper on after it's done. Oh, well, perfect. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I shouldn't say never use salt. Just, it sometimes can make the corn wrinkly. My axolotls seem to be doing better without names. You have axolotls too? Wait. That's my boy. That's him. That's the one. My son. My son, and I love him. Room's finally cooling down, thank God. Yes. Hooray. Oh, and yeah, Ron, I gave them, thicker, forearm bones. Right, like here, you know? More like how, like, whale bones are real chunky. To make their arms super strong, because they use their arms for digging and for smacking each other, so. Looks like a way to turn the thermostat from cool to heat. What's wrong with this thing? I think your thermostat might be confused about the definitions of cold and heat. Club-like. What a weapon. Hands. Veias are like the definition of catch these hands. Gotta get those big hands for wumping. Gotta give him the good wump. So much better than Milo. I have also been developing them for, like, literally years. So, you know, I wouldn't say mine are better. I would say maybe mine are further along. It sounds like maybe you're just starting to flesh them out a little bit. You have a really cool design for yours, so... You know, that's a good start. Maximum wumpage, yes. I actually stick to give them the elbow spikes. Fun fact, my ideas aren't really that unique. Milo says there's a floor feeder fish named Banana. That's a good name. If I had gotten a yellow Watchman Goby, I definitely would have named it, but I didn't. I feel like I have the bones mixed up there a little bit. Oh, thanks for the follow, Wolf. Welcome to the stack. Elbow bone. Arm. But on these guys, I can just make whatever shape I want, because I so very much hope you're around when World Building 101 hits race development stage. I try to be around for your streams. Your streams are really fun and interesting. I just, sometimes I'm at work. Or I slept. How far in, like, how close are you to doing the world building stage? She wants to be able to make a fruit salad with her fish names. That's beautiful. Did you know that a banana is technically a berry? I didn't know that. And did you know that strawberry is not technically a berry? also. Oh my god, Ron's like the world building pro, man. If you check out the channel he streams on is DM Joey, I'm sure he can link you to it, but he does like so much cool stuff. it's just so awesome. Did you know that I'm technically a berry? Beautiful. I kind of put my races to the side for a bit instead of been fleshing out the story a little around gangs of strays. That's a cool idea. Yeah. Good to step back and think about it. Under halfway through the biome building stage, so it'll be a hot minute still. Gotcha, you got some time. Yeah, Ron's building like it's a open source, I believe. I'm really excited about it, and I don't want to, like, talk over you. Like, if you want to explain it yourself, go for it. But, like, I got really excited. It's fun. It's fun to go, like, just watch him come up with all these creatures. I was gonna ask you, actually, Ron. Could I, like, maybe whenever... I mean, I'm kind of working the opposite of you. But, you know, so when you get to the race building stage, I might be going back and doing the biome building stage, but... When I get to the point where I have to do environments, would it be cool if I, like, reference your, Web of Life? Because your little Web of Life template's really cool. And I would love to reference that for building out my own biomes. If that would be cool. Keep trying to make my race unique, but everything I do makes them more like the lizardmen from Warhammer Fantasy. Help, my children are starving. That's a very extreme predicament to be in, that your children are starving. I just watched Oliver and Company and then looked at my handful of unused domestic animal characters like, oh. Hey, there you go. Do it. Different story, but it really helped to come up with it. Yeah, that's cool. I get a lot of my ideas from, like, other things, if I'm honest. Like, And some of my stuff does reference, you know, other media that I like. You know, not, like, directly ripped, but, like, some of my culture stuff is based off of, like, real-world cultures. So, the Jadoa are based off of, especially their art style. Not so much their culture, but, I mean, a little bit their culture, but mostly their art style is based off of, like, Middle Eastern and, like, Indian, like, that kind of area, cultures. So I could get, like, lots of cool patterns and junk. How do I show you Cupcake? He was a very class axolotl. You can just post if you have like it uploaded to the internet somewhere. You could post a link in chat. That I'd be down for that. My bot won't kill you for that. I don't have my bot set up to kill links, so you can do that. Oh, what a good Cupcake! Oh, he's a little white one. Oh, he's so cute. He's the opposite of mine. Nope, it works. He's awesome. Guess I'm stuck on story development than anything, but stuff like culture and government are things I'm never quite sure where to go with. Yeah. Well, and stuff... see, I'm not good at government just kind of in general, because, like, I don't know. I find government very confusing, in real life. So I don't know. I never know where to go with that, and a lot of my, like, government stuff in Lore Handel kind of developed as I went. That was kind of the last thing I tackled. And, you know, because I needed to start with, I started with the designs and the art stuff, the stuff I was good at. A lot of it, I mean, I got some of the stuff from, doing art history type things, too. Like, taking art history classes and whatever. But all the way down. Because I did learn a little bit about government stuff from art history, so... Jake Cupcake came in just the right time. He loved being picked up and would totally get upset if I didn't dance with him at least once a day. That's amazing. Oh, that sounds awesome. Jake Cupcake, first of all, welcome to the chat. Second of all, yeah, we were talking about, I guess Wolf has, had an axolotl named Cupcake. And we were looking at him. Pretty cool. Steve does not care about being picked up. In fact, he does not like to be picked up, and also he's an idiot, so... I love him, but he's dumb. I want an axolotl. I'll name it Kip. That's a good name. Muffin was rude and she hated me. I mean, that's fair. Alright, I know that the background line art's not really like that, and so I think I have the anatomy a little backwards for, front. Oh, wait, I see what I did. Okay, I understand. I know what I did wrong. This little spurs come off of this bone, not the top bone. Elbow. The bottom elbow. Yeah, hi all new people. I'm glad to see some friends hanging out. Welcome to the Axie Stack. For anybody who's new, my name is Katie, or Axie, or Artsy. I've been called a lot of different things, mostly because people can't pronounce axolotl, which is great. That's fine. You do your best. I'm an artist streamer. I stream games on Monday and Wednesday because I don't want to lose my mind. Because I also work an art job in the day. I have an axolotl named Steve, and he's great. And that's kind of all you have to know about me. I hope you enjoy hanging out with us. Because I like you hanging out with us. I want to get an axolotl tattoo to start my aqua arm sleeve. That's cool. That's a cool idea. My axies are still so small. I can't wait for big chunky axies. Yes. My boy is fat. And yes, he's got pictures now. He's got his own folder that comes up when you ask for him. Axolotl is very good at that. Steve is a very cute dumb boy. He's great, and I love him, and he's also stupid. 5, and he's beautiful. I don't know how long they live for, but I think he's like middle age. Is it easy to sex them? Yeah. It is pretty easy. The cloaca on the males is a lot bigger. I mean, if you know how big the cloaca is supposed to be on a male, it's pretty easy. It's a little bit chunkier on a male. The females, I think, are a little more streamlined to the bottom of their bodies, if I remember correctly. And also, sometimes they leave little spermatophores all over the place, so there's that too. Steve's never really done that, though. I think it's because there's no other axolotls in the tank with him, so I don't think he's ever really felt the need to do that, but... Oh yeah, I didn't back up for the new people. We are working on a species sheet. I do a little bit of world building, just more or less for the fun of it. But originally, I had done a species sheet for, of course, I grabbed the page with no pictures on it, for this bird race, and I had 8 pages for these guys, so now we're doing 8 pages for this snake race. So that's what we're working on right now. We're working on a skeleton for the Veias. So turn that off so you guys can see the line art. That's what it is. That's the one. So yeah, so I'm kind of avoiding doing the spine, because the spine looks like not fun, and I drew it once before, and I just don't want to do it. Drawing spines is not very much fun. I actually enjoy drawing skeleton quite a bit now that I'm a little more used to it. Things like the rib cage are not very much fun because there's so many little bones and it's really easy to get confused. Oh, thanks for the follow, Cupcake. Jake the Cupcake. Welcome to the Axie Stack. Appreciate it. Welcome all you new friends. New friends to the stack. I love the little face on the Veias unhinging its eyes, jaws. Yes, the one that's swallowing a rat whole. Just... I'm gonna do that one next, I think. Mostly because I don't want to draw the one on the top. We'll see how long it takes for me to get to a spine, though. Some of my bones are a little messed up, and I know it's because I didn't draw the original drawing with a skeleton in mind, so... I just wanted to apologize for my bad spelling right now. I have a band-aid on my finger. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. You're fine. That happens. Band-aids are the best. Side note. I got these awesome blister band-aids at the grocery store, and it's pretty cool. You put them on, and they, like, stick. They don't have like a pad on them. They're just like the the rubber or whatever. And they like make a seal around where the blister is and kind of like act like what the blister is there for. So you can like drain your blister and then just put a band-aid on it so that it's not like all gross and swollen. And they're pretty sweet, which is good because I had a big blister on my heel last week. I have a hypermobile disorder, so I don't hit the shift key anymore unless it's very important. That's fair also. I always try not to use an excessive amount of caps, but also when I get excited about something, so use caps. So I picked like the worst possible Veias for this one because she's all like twisty. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do the thing and I'm gonna avoid doing the spine for a minute. Let's draw the one with the weird face and come back to it. Also gonna do a cool thing for anybody who it's not gonna show because I've got the part at the top covered. Okay, so you know how like for anybody who uses Photoshop, if you ever need a second window for the same drawing open, what you can do is along the top bar or wherever you're like, file, edit, image, or wherever those are, you grab window and you go to arrange and then you do new window 4 and now you have 2 windows of the same document. And if you make an edit in one, it does it in the other one. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna just go like that. We're gonna get a nice zoom on his mouth, and that way I can reference her mouth while I draw this one. Mostly because I wish to enjoy. I wish to avoid doing the spine for a minute. Hypermobile is like all your joints and stuff are very loose. Easiest way to explain it. Very flexible. Makes me super bendy. Interesting. What is this, Photoshop witchery? Yes. Photoshop magic. Yeah, that's under the window panel. You need it. You are also hypermobile. There you go. My joints extend past what's normal, so typing without finger braces is kind of sucky, especially with long nails. That's also... Mostly get pain in my wrists at random. Like, I'll have days where I can't put pressure on them without getting a sharp pain. Yeah, I have a lot of trouble with my wrists also. I can't do, like, push-ups and stuff because it puts too much pressure on my wrist. That's kind of like the extent of any of my, that's kind of the extent of my, medical issues, though. I have, like, standard normal stuff, like, allergy to latex and sunburns easily, anxiety, like all this, like, normal, sort of normal junk that everybody's got. I don't have anything kind of that. Can you snuggle still, or does hypermobile stop that? I would hope it doesn't stop that. How do you survive without snuggle? I survive without snuggle. Don't worry about it. My cat snuggles. That's about it. We would rarely have to go for medical help for this kind of stuff. Yeah, I guess that's true. I mean, I just meant, like, body stuff in general, not that it's, like, a weird medical issue. certainly interesting. Sounds like some of the stuff kind of sucks a little bit, though. I think, this needs to come down a little bit. That part of his cheek. I think this horn also comes. I miss snuggling, guys. We're gonna go back around to that conversation. I miss snuggling. I mostly just snuggle my cat. You mentioned snuggling and snuggle. Bumpus. Sitting in the hallway looking at me. I only get to snuggle every few months when I visit my girlfriend. Alright, let's get these. Long one. Short one. Long one. Alrighty. In a little bit. Oh, hey, it's an apple gravy. What's going on? Welcome to the chat, friend. We're here, doing our best. Ah, you're good. You were making dinner. That's what I was doing to Fev earlier. That Veias, yeah, he's like, ah. I didn't want to finish the skeleton, so I didn't. Sorry. Is go. All right. Hey, fucking hey. Good to see ya. Have a good night. Glad you stopped in just to say hello. I appreciate you. Hope you have a good day at work tomorrow. Gonna go see Infinity War. Yeah, it's really good, but prepare for feels. Ooh, 15 bits. Thank you so much. Yes. Bits. Have a good one. Julie. Olive oil kicked his tree over. Your poor child. I guess we'll adjust the sketch a little bit as we go. Olive oil is a really funny name, by the way. Steve would not eat his worm again tonight, so he's just gonna have to deal for another day without food. He'll figure it out. Being sassy to his tree. Hashtag save the tree. Yes, that's right. Hashtag save the tree. Get that trending. Might already be trending. My cat, she's entered. Cat has entered the building. Head. Alright, well, my cat's gonna come here and crash the party, so if anything weird happens to the stream, you know why. I saw you guys were all sharing your pictures of your doggos in general chat. That was pretty cool. It was nice seeing some puppers. Remember to save before the cat attack. Good idea. Turned around, just looked at her, and she's staring at me. Hello. I see you're doing something that does not involve paying attention to me. Can't have that. Olive won't eat any worms, so I've had to buy this food offline. It takes forever to get to me. It's in the same country as you. That sucks. I got Steve to start eating worms by tricking him into eating the worms. He gets, they're European earthworms. I bought them on Amazon. They're, Jim's Worm Farm, I think they're called. But, anyways, they, I had to trick him, so, like, I dropped the worm in and he had no idea what to do with it, so then I dropped a pellet over him, and then he snapped at the pellet, but he got the worm in his mouth at the same time, and that's how I got Steve. Because then he was like, oh, wait, the squirmy thing is food. Okay. I spent all this time talking to people about how axolotls will put literally anything in their mouth, and then Steve stopped putting it literally everything in his mouth. Like, he heard me. Don't put everything in my mouth, Mom. What are you talking about? He bites me a lot. He's not smart enough to know that I'm not food. We'll come back and put a fade on that in a little bit so that it's not just, like, covering up the text. Oh, we got a couple of axolotl owners in the chat. Alright. Grab a drink quick. Alright. Moving on. Let's do a couple of spine segments. Get out of the way. Oh, also, I was gonna tell you guys, we might be doing something special for, this coming Saturday, Stack Saturday. The individual I met, never pronounce his name correctly. It's an artist we've rated a couple of times, invited me to do a multi-stream with him, so, once they get me a time, we might be multi-streaming with them. We'll still do movie night like we normally do, but for the first, like, 2 hours of the stream, we'll probably do a multi-stream with them, so that'll be interesting. I've never done a multi-stream before, so we'll find out. Epithet Noctum? Yeah. I'm also dual streaming, but I'm dual streaming on Sunday. Very cool. Yeah, I don't really know how it works, so he's gonna walk me through it, but I think, he asked me if I wanted to join them, and I was kind of hesitant just because I don't know how it works, so I asked him a bunch of questions, and it seems pretty cool, so I think we'll hang out with them on Sunday, or on Saturday for the first, for the art portion. We'll still do whatever we're doing, but, I'm gonna hop into Discord with them, and we're just gonna hang out and do the do. Yeah. Hang out and have a good time, and then we'll go watch a movie. I don't know what movie we're watching, but it is movie week, so. Amazing. A drawing I can't draw to save my life unless they ask for a stick figure, and that's what I can do. Hey, sometimes that's all we need. Sometimes all the artists need is a stick figure. Just good idea. Queen of corn cooking. Why did some of the kernels turn dark after cooking? I think it's because they're just a little bit older corn. There's nothing wrong with them. It's just I think the starch burns a little bit. I don't know how old those ears of corn are, but I noticed that my older ears of corn do that sometimes. They're not, like, bad for you, as far as I know. I eat them. I think it's just, like, if I had to take a guess, I believe it's just that, like, the starch or something is overcooking because the corn's a little older. It certainly has something to do with the corn being older because it only happens to, like, not fresh ears. About a week old, yeah, that's pretty normal for that. But you can eat them. They're not bad for you. I notice that happens to mine every now and then. That's, I think, what it is. Look it up. Here, Axie Stack. Let's learn us a thing today. Why did some of my... Did my corn turn brown? No. Corn often turns brown during processing as a result of caramelization of sugar. Sweeter corn, the sweeter the corn at the time, more likely it is to turn brown. So that's, yeah, that's pretty much what, that's for canned corn, but it's, so we learned a thing today. Main reason for browning of cooked corn kernels is if the cut corn were stored at too high a temperature. But that's not something that was in your control. That was just something that took it to the store, I guess. So yeah, it's like the starch is just cooking. The starch is caramelizing. So that means your corn's good and sweet. So there you go. Now you know. Now we all know. We learned a thing today. Equivalent of bananas. Yeah. Kind of like bananas. Oh my god, I... Very large and crashed and heard it through my headphones and through the music. So that scared the shit. I was gonna say something about it. Oh, I had bought bananas for smoothies and then ended up not using them this week, and so they were like, by the end of the week. I hate that bananas go bad so quickly, because, like, I can never use them fast enough, but if I buy, like, 2, then I use them fast. Olive Oil says, hi, he is looking at the computer screen and waving his gills around. Aw, that's awesome. Steve likes to wave his little gills. He flips them. I like when they paddle really fast and just kick their legs all over the place and just, like, don't go anywhere. That's, like, my favorite thing. They just try so very hard to get some traction and they just can't. Lily just likes literally likes grabbing pictures of Steve. The good thing I made that command. Now you guys can get pictures of Dat Boy whenever you want. a very good boy. He tries his best. Oh, spine. Steve loves you too. Don't worry. Steve loves everyone. At least until he realizes you aren't food. Played a game called The Letter. I have not played a game called The Letter. What is the game? Stream I've played. It's kind of spooky and anime-ish. What type of game is it? I've heard of it. Kind of genre. I thought about playing some spooky games on stream. Maybe probably closer to Halloween would be cool. There's some really good horror games out there that are not like serious like gore horror. Like I don't think I could ever play like for example Outlast. I don't know that I could ever get through Outlast. It's a little too gory for me, but thought about playing some horror games on stream at some point. I really liked Amnesia. I know that was like Noob's shining moment for some reason. I think our next project after Okami is definitely going to be Pokemon Platinum, though you guys voted for Platinum, so that's going to be the one. I got a layout set up and everything, so we're all set to go for that once, I updated all the pictures, so we're ready to go once I get around to actually doing that. The horror visual novel. Okay, interesting. I don't know how I feel about visual novels. I don't know. Woot, Platinum. Yes. Are you gonna do totally randomized or just randomizing the wild Pokemon encounters? That's a good question. Last time when I tried to do Emerald, I did totally randomize everything. And so I had all the items randomized, all the Pokemon were randomized, all of the trainers' Pokemon were randomized, and it was really cool, but also I got totally fucked by Roxanne. So, probably. I'll probably just randomize everything, because that was pretty entertaining. We didn't get very far, but it was fun. I think the randomizer just happened to hate me that time. I don't know. Alright, let's take a little break from the spine, go work on something else, and we'll come back to that, because Jesus Christ. So, leaks or no leaks, what are you guys hoping for in a Pokemon game for the Switch? Like, what would you guys want? What would be your desired features, or what do you want to see? Like, dream big. What's the big thing you'd want to see? I want to get a bigger tank, but I live with my grandma and she's got a tank. Got the tank I have now. I'd like to get maybe a 4-foot tank. There you go. I'm hoping for cooperative couch multiplayer. That would be cool, actually. Yeah. Co-op would be interesting. I would like if they would at least bring back, like, a Pokemon Stadium style, battling where you can just, like, rent Pokemon with, like, shitty attacks and stuff. Open world a la Breath of the Wild. That would be interesting. Breath of the Wild's really good. I'm really enjoying it. I keep getting lost, but sometimes that's not such a bad thing. Bigger worlds in general. Kind of like in Gold and Silver where you could go back to Kanto kind of thing. Tons of endgame stuff, yes. I'd love to see, and it's because I'm the, you know, character design nerd over here, but, like, I would love for them to try to do some more Alolan forms, or, like, alternate Pokemon forms like that. Like, not specifically Alola, especially if we don't stay in Alola, but, like, I don't know. I like seeing new Pokemon. Although, as far as I'm concerned, they can just stop making new Pokemon, so... Need to make an axolotl game on Steam or something. I'd play that all day. I think there is an axolotl game where you can feed an axolotl. Oh, it's on mobile, but it's not on Steam. I don't know if it's on Steam. I don't remember what it's called either. Am I the only one in the world that doesn't like Pokemon? I mean, we like Pokemon, but I'm not going to judge you for not liking it. Each their own. Like, you know, if you're not a fan of Pokemon, that's fair. I know quite a few people that aren't really, like, super into Pokemon. You know, several internet personalities that do not like it. Not a fan, and I feel alone. That Veias sticking his face in lava, because if so, good for him. Yes. I took inspiration from your lizard boy. I needed a way to show that they were fireproof. So, sticking a face in lava seemed like a good way to indicate their lava-proofness. I would really like to see a return of either the Pokemon form with nice updating of art, or maybe a range of invasive or migrant Pokemon. Actually, that's a cool one. Yeah, that'd be kind of... It would certainly be interesting. I mean, they did that a little bit with Alolan forms, where they had Pokemon that adapted to the environment, so who's to say they couldn't push that idea even a little further? I also want following Pokemon back, even. I just really liked the fact that I could have a Quagsire walk behind me. That was the best. Migrant Pokemon have been done as wandering swarms in previous generations. That's true. True. Maybe bring it back, you know, and make it more of an emphasis kind of thing. Invasive species, literally a type of Pokemon where you have to maybe KO a certain number of them, or they might reduce the chance of finding a different Pokemon in that area. That'd be a cool... that would be a cool mechanic. They'd never do it, but that would be a cool mechanic that, like, they're super common until you knock out a certain number of them, and then they stop being quite as common. Like, their encounter rate goes down a little bit. Thinking about what I really like about the Pokemon game, I think the adventuring aspect of it, so as long as the game has a good story with locations that will give me that childlike sense of wonder, I'll be happy. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Releasing Pokemon in different Pokemon centers to establish small groups of that type of Pokemon in a region. The problem with that is if you get somebody like me who's like, you know, a shiny breeder, you'd end up with like 1,000,000 Rowlets in one of the towns, you know? Species transplanting. Oh yes, I hate how the other characters get to handle their Pokemon and you're stuck with yours in the balls. Yep. You're the invasive species source. Shh, 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 shh. Don't judge. That judgment I'm hearing from you, Apple Gravy? Judging me? Do you have a shiny Vespiquen? I didn't think so. Sure, there's a shit ton of bees all over, I don't remember what the world in Kalos. There's bees all over Kalos now, but don't worry about it. You have 2 shiny Basculin. That is pretty cool. 2 shiny Basculins. Alright, let's go back and do another spine, I guess. Do some more spine. Is he taking breaks and coming back to the spine? Do that IRL and you'll single-handedly save the bees. So the problem is that comb bee, I believe, is based off of a domestic bee, and that's kind of a problem. Because domestic bees are actually a problem. Save the bees is a very confusing campaign. I think comb bees are... Because it's based off a honeybee, right? Specifically a honeybee, not like just any kind of bee. What is this ad in the bottom right-hand corner of this website, by the way? It keeps coming up and it doesn't get caught by ad block and it pisses me off. Comb bee and honeybee. Honeycomb and... yeah, they're based on honeybee. I don't know, did the music stop? The music is still playing for me. Oh, it just got real fucking quiet for some reason. Watching WWE is giving me my idea for my next tank setup. Oh no. What are you going to do? This track must be a lot quieter than the other track, so I'm gonna keep an eye on it because the next song might be really loud. We still have a little bit of audio balancing to do, I think, on the playlist because some of the songs are like super quiet still. Really weird. I tried a program that somebody gave me and it like just made it. I think because the tracks are kind of fucked up, so it wasn't the program's fault, it was just the program was doing its best and it kind of made it worse in the process. I'm gonna make a ring and then I'm gonna make backstage wall thing. I have such a little tank, yeah. These is a 15 or a 20 long. I think it's the same size as a 20, I believe. I think it has the same water capacity as a 20, I was told. I don't remember now. I know it's a good size for him, though. Like, he has plenty of room. I put live plants in. He's doing his best. What was the reason behind the spine having spikes? Armor. Protection. Kind of like a rib cage. Also, they're based on snakes, so... snake ribcage. Technically, they should have little spines going down along the tops, too, to keep muscles held onto it, but to be honest, I don't want to. It's going to be too visually confusing if I draw those in, so I'm just not going to. Because realistically, who needs to have a realistic drawing of a fake snake creature? I'm just going to do this. Yeah, snakes have all those... but I made them, like, because, like, snake skeletons... I've never seen a snake skeleton. For anybody who's never seen a snake skeleton, they're... but I kind of exaggerated how thick the ribs were, so that they're more like a rib cage instead of just, like, spiky spine. The snakes are basically one ginormous long rib cage. So, yeah, that's why. That's the reason. I always like those reasonings. Have a good night, Lily. Glad you stopped by for a little while and could hang out. Get some rest. I know it's pretty early in the morning where you are, so have a good one. Yeah, I pulled a lot of my sources for these creatures from, like, different places, so, like, these guys are based on snakes, so. Yeah, 3:30? Yep. I thought I heard something. I thought my cat was getting into something. Error. Everyone's... Alright, hey, we finished a skeleton. And it's kinda derpy, but it's okay. We're making some progress, you guys. Just booked your tattoo, so I'm nervous because I have a big phobia of needles. Same. That's one of the multitude of reasons why I don't have any tattoos. So, fun fact, you just learned something about me today. I don't have any tattoos. I was in the middle of a thought and then lost it and stopped talking, so I don't know what happened, but hi. My name's Axie. Eat and drink before you go in is very important. Yes, that is very. I'm taking both my moms with me so they'll keep me good. Yay! Don't want to draw something more than once? Don't do it. Snake eggs. Actually, you as an Axie is okay. Best. Someone say earlier I have a hyperconnectivity. Fun. And eggs. Eggies. Hey, look at you guys all finding friends with similar conditions and disorders and whatever it is you wish to define them as. The Axie Stack is full of very many different kinds of people. Why is this baby veil? Yes. Fun fact, baby Veias come out of the egg, kicking and ready to go. Ready to fight. The moment they are born, they are full of fight and ready. Like the hand that attempts to raise you. Yes. Assert your dominance. Assert dominance from an early age by biting the hand that tries to raise you. That is how you live. I'm feeding you. Stop trying to eat me. I think it might be on their life. It's in there. It's actually in their life quick stats. That Veias have the highest infant mortality rate of any race in Lorandal. Because Veias literally do not give a fuck. They are like, oh wow, that one died. Oh, sorry, I did it. I was trying to avoid using that word. They're just like, but yeah, they're like, oh, well, that wasn't fun. Oh, well, you're gone now. Sorry. Guess you weren't good enough. Like, Veias just don't care. You died, and you probably deserved it. To a Veias. A rule which does not apply to other races. If you die as a different race, they're like, oh, that's really sad. You died. But if another Veias dies, they're like, wow, you motherfucker. Can you believe that fucker died? That's the Veias' reaction to death. What a loser. I don't know why you guys like the murder noodles so much. They're kind of assholes. Phenos are just the Veias standing around the body talking shit. Yes. Yes. Exactly. That's it. That's what it is. How do you balance the evolutionary idea of ensuring survival, thus some kind of paternal parental process with fight everything? So, Veias, I haven't really gotten to, like, fleshing out the page and the text for it, but basically their survival instinct is they still have kind of like a base survival instinct of, like, you know, breed a whole bunch, and if some of them die, oh well. And Veias are very, like, into not, like, I want to have babies with you because I love you, but I want to have babies with you because you're the strongest Veias I can get to have sex with me. So they're, like, really big on genetics, and they're like, I'm gonna make the biggest, strongest babies I possibly can. So they'll have a clutch of eggs, and they'll feed the babies, you know, they do it, like, where they, you know, they'll go out and catch, like, you know, I haven't come up with a replacement for rats, so I'm just gonna use it right now. Like, they'll go out and catch one rat and throw it into the den with the babies, and if one baby gets the whole rat to himself, then that baby's the good one, and they just let the babies fight, and whichever ones make it to adulthood, then that's it. Those are the good ones. And if the babies either starve to death or get killed by a sibling, then they weren't strong enough to live anyway. Their whole species is really into, like, aggression like that. Fight to win, not to kill. Yes, exactly. That's a great way to put it. Yeah, it's a cultural thing, too. Like, they won't just, like, walk up to a dude in the marketplace and just punch you, you know? Like, they'll come up to you and be like, hey, wanna spar? And you fight. And they have, like, a strong moral code in that way, that they, like, you know, you don't kill just to kill somebody. And if somebody has asked you, hey, will you spar with me? Then you don't kill the other person. It's not a fight to the death. It's a fight until somebody times out. But, like, if you're challenging the king, then it's a fight to the death. That's, like, culture for them. So it's a little bit of a culture. They're your Klingons. Is that what the Klingons are like? I don't watch Star Trek, so I don't know. But yeah, they're a very, like, strong, like, fighty type race. They, you know, they have their own honor system and everything that prevents them from, like, just outright murdering each other in adulthood, but like the whole process of becoming an adult is part of the survival training for them. That's why and Veias are one of the only species that like are ready to go the minute they're born. Like all the other species, when they, you know, like when baby Jadoa hatch, they need to stay with their parents. When baby humans, you know, baby Asenians, baby Noldaru, they need to stay with their parents. But the Veias, they stay with their parents mostly because the parents give them food because they want to train them, but they don't, like, have to. You know, they're kind of mobile and on their own, ready to go as soon as they're born. They kind of remind me of the culture from Marvel's Black Panther. I based their, I won't lie. I based their, I'm working on basing their trial for how to become king off of the trial, like the waterfall scene from Black Panther. Just because, like, I knew I wanted them to have, like warband type things, like, where as they become teenagers and then become adults, they form, like, non-family groups. Like, they don't stick with their families as often. They mostly form, like, these little social groups and fight together as a group. So the idea was that, you know, if you want to be the next king, if you want to be the top dog, you know, you have to fight the current top dog. But how does that work if you're in a group? Well, what you would do is you would pick the leader of your little small group, challenge the current group, and then, I mean, I have to draw this whole thing, and it's going to be ridiculous, and I'm going to have to explain it. It's going to have its own page, probably. But it's like, the four who are not the alphas of their own group form a circle, and, like, keep the two who are fighting for dominance in the middle. So. Basically, Veias are pre-cochial, and the other species have altricial young. Yes, I know what those words mean. I've just never had to pronounce them out loud, so it's like, eh. Help. Words. Wow, the shops are full today. Wait, gets punched in the face. That's for being there where I am. Yeah. Both bands are required to ensure that the fight remains impartial. Yes. Nugget or Apple's much better at words than I am. I also haven't gotten to that part of the sheet where I have to, like, put all this shit into words, so... I have, like, a whole... I'll even open it up to show you. I have, like, a whole chain command going on here. Like, there's, I even translated it in Chaos. There's, somewhere. Where are you? I had a list. Nope, that is... There we go. Yeah, so there's, like, soldiers are just like anybody. Everybody's basically this soldier rank. Legionnaires, which I couldn't find a better word than Legionnaire. I didn't want to use Legionnaire because Char from Guild Wars 2 were using that word, but I couldn't find a word that fit better. So I'm using that for now. I might change it, but the Legionnaire, they're like the leader of that warband. They're the leader of that group, and then it just goes from there. So, like, then a group, you know, controls smaller groups, controls bigger groups, and then the main group is responsible for all decision making. I don't know that it's maybe not a good system. It's maybe not a perfect system, but they're also not humans. So, you know, I can be like, yeah, but they're Veias, so that's how they work. Like I always say when I'm this early on in the process, I'm still fleshing things out, still making decisions, still figuring out how to word things so that it makes sense. So, you know, we're getting there. Slowly but surely. One page at a time. Been a little bit of a sounding board trying to dissect some of the ideas. Yeah, you have been. Yeah, Apple's been kind of translating my haphazard thoughts for me. And also giving me some ideas, you know, helping me work through my ideas. But yes, Wolf, yes, exactly. Just walks up to you, punches you. It's gonna be kind of interesting, doing the humans, because I'm not reverse engineering the humans. they have a very simple, like, their form of government's very normal. Whereas the Jadoa and the Jadoa and the Veias especially, I've had to create, like, almost a new government type based around the personality traits of that species. There, you can obviously draw a parallel. You can quick go, oh, yeah, that's like, you know, whatever, you know, this is, oh, okay, it's like a little bit like a dictatorship. Like, you can, like, real quick grab, like, a real-world thing, but I've kind of had to build rules around them and kind of form their ideas around, you know, a certain type of government, whereas the humans, I'm not gonna do that. You know, the humans are gonna have a totally, like, standard type of government. Probably. I haven't gotten to the humans yet, though. I kind of have vague ideas for them, but nothing solid yet. But yeah, that was my Veias snake rant. There you go. Welcome. Yeah, Subnautica. So good. See you later. Should you ever want to bounce ideas off of me, feel free to message. Yes, I shall. I shall. I'll definitely want to bounce some ideas off you when I get to creatures, too. You know, building an ecosystem is not something I've spent a lot of time doing, so... But yeah, if I have ideas for races and stuff, too, totally. I want to make sure I got his ideas. Forgot his spikes, rather. Never need help with ecology stuff, you can always hit me up. I need to put my degree to good use. That's the cool thing about having the world building channel, actually, is that when I get to ecology type stuff, I can just hop in there and see what you guys think. It's good to know I have a whole bunch of people that can help me with that sort of thing now. Well, community is building up pretty nice and steady. You guys are awesome. Each and every one of you is just super cool. I'm honestly just flattered that you guys even coming out with me. Like, you guys are the best. You're so cool. I think I get sappy, like, at least once a week. And this week has been especially sappy. And you guys are great. You know what we haven't looked at in a while? Dahlia and Slass. On a little adventure, shall we? Oh, there they are. There's our babies. Oh, I gotta stretch, but it hurt. And there they all are, all grown up. Our good friend Veias. And Bird. Oh man, I'm a huge sap. I get told by other streamers that I have a lot of heart. Yeah, like once a week I'm like, you guys are so good and pure and I love you. And I mean it. Every time I say it, I mean it. I have to figure out when the anniversary of the channel is. I'll have to do something special for that. It must be coming up soon. Although I'll probably go with the anniversary of the channel from the time I got affiliate, just because I've kind of been streaming on and off, and I don't know how long I've had this account, so maybe I could find out like what day I got affiliate and. Actually getting a little tired. Also getting a little bit. Probably go to. Stream's almost over, so. Getting pretty far. Look at the thin noodle. Good little noodle. Pretty close to being done with this page, though. Got the babies, got the teens, and then we got the adults. Oh, hey, Axolotl, what's up? I forgot you were here. Sometimes I forget Axolotl. I'm cute. They've come to the understanding that you cannot be good. At least if you're, like, living in my house. Like, Steve, cute, very cute. Not smart. Taxi, cleaner shrimp, very adorable, very sweet. Not smart. Sometimes smart. Does her best. Clownfish, not cute. Very smart. Very aggressive. If you live in my house, that's how it works. The only exception, of course, being Shay, because she's a cat and doesn't care about rules. Very cute, and she's very smart. I feel like I should make that a racial trait for the Noldaru. Since I haven't decided on a culture for them yet, I feel like I keep thinking about how, like, yeah, maybe I should do, like, the lazy Noldaru route, like you guys keep talking about. Like, it'd be kind of funny, like, these big badass, you know, cat centaurs that are just big lazy butts. So by this logic, Axie is cute. Yes. I am cute, but I am not smart. Sometimes I'm. But at least I got one of them going. But yeah, the more I think about doing, like, Noldaru as, like, these big derpy cats. And, like, I keep thinking it'd be cool if they had, like, this reputation for being these big, awesome warriors because they're huge. But then, like, when you actually meet one, they're like hippies. They just want to sleep. They're so huge, everyone just assumes they could throw down. Yes. Yep, they don't even have to do anything. But then, like, what if they have, like, this racial trait where they just don't care about rules? They just don't give a shit. I don't know, I feel like that would be kind of interesting. Baby snakes. Small noodles. I don't know, the more I think about that idea, the more I like it, because every time you see somebody do, like, a northern Arctic race, they're always, like, these serious warriors who want to fight, and sparring, and drinking alcohol, and, you know, and it's just like, what if I didn't do that? Alright, I thought about maybe trying to finish those tonight, but I'm a little tired, my back's starting to hurt from sitting at the desk, so I think I'm gonna call it a night. Oh, that's not... I don't want to turn off that layer. That's very cat-like. They probably could be a formidable enemy if they ever bothered, but hey, it's effort. Now let's just go grab some food. Yes, exactly. I think that'd be kind of cool. It would flip the whole, like, northern Viking type race on its head a little bit, I think, because, you know, everybody, you know, just thinking of any game off the top of my head that has a race that lives in the north in the snow. You know, Norn from Guild Wars 2, they're basically just Vikings. You know, dwarves from World of Warcraft, they're basically just Viking and dwarf. You know, Tolkien, dwarves. You know, just they're all similar. They're not like exactly the same, but they all have like similar traits. They're all like these big, strong, like bolsterous character trait type people. And I don't know. I feel like Noldaru would be kind of funny if they were like the opposite of that. That like they could be big and in your face, but they kind of just want to lay there and maybe get a belly rub. I don't know. Depends on whether or not they want to smack you for that. Yeah. Alright, so I think I'm gonna call it a night on that. Let's stretch my back. Ugh. Not be hunched. I don't know why I was hunched so much. They could have just there and that would have been good. It was all doing a thing. Ah, here we go. This is somebody, Alright,
I should do the other brand.
let's check out Awesome Ando. This is a friend of somebody that I met, other night streaming, and I gave them a follow, and I haven't been to their chat yet, so let's go raid Awesome Ando and see what they're up to. But, anyways, so have a good night, you guys, or a good rest of your day. When I get paid, I'm gonna give you so many tips. Oh, thank you so much. You're so good and pure. You guys are all awesome. Thank you to all the new people who joined. You guys are super duper duper cool. And I hope I'll see you guys, around next time. Tomorrow is Okami, by the way. We're playing Okami tomorrow, so don't miss that. We went inside the Emperor. Okay, bye.